Hello, hello, hello. How are you, Jamie? How are you doing? How's it going, buddy? Whew. Okay. How are you? Trying for church tomorrow night. We're going to be doing church tomorrow night. Or tomorrow day. Sorry. Not tomorrow night. Tomorrow morning. How's it going? How's your wife? How's your wife? Ow. What's wrong with my finger? Is your wife doing okay? Is your wife doing good, hon? Okay. Hi, Dee. How are you? I don't know what the heck I did to my finger, but it hurts like a son of a gun. How have you been? Have you been around the YouTube streets very much lately? If so, what's been going on? Ugh. Okay, I'm just waiting for you guys to get in and start talking. Yeah. Hold on. Let me see. I want some colors. I want colors. Colors, 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 colors. Who remembers that? Colors, 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 colors. Let's see. How's this look? Let's see. That's too big. Don't like that. Wait. There we go. Let's take that one off. There, that looks better. Me, oh boy, mess with it. Hey, Jenny Angel. Hey, Sean. Hey, Blue Moon. Chris, how are you? What happened? Did your range day help? I didn't get to do it today. Too busy. Hey, Robert. Oh, yeah, I did see that. I have to say, I did see that one. Not the whole thing. I could not stand it. Ugh, I hate the PC legs more than the phone. Does it really? I wonder why. I wonder why it does that, you guys. Can you guys see everyone's comments? There's something in my eye. She's out of MF control. I know. I don't think she's been on today, have you? Has she? One thing, because lately I've been trying to search for ways to better my life and fix things in my life. 30 seconds. I'm sorry, Jenny. That sucks. Well, don't leave us. I've been trying to think of ways to simplify my life because everybody knows if you come in here that my life is changing always. And I'm always looking for better ways I'm always looking for ways to better myself in my life, to better my experiences in my life, to better my relationships in my life. So, I'm always looking for, ways to do that. So I do a lot of reading up on stuff. And I actually go through my old journals and old letters I've written to people and things like that. And it really helps me see where I need to change things. So I have a couple of tips for you guys, because one area that I definitely need to work on in my life is to get rid of stuff. Like, that is something I've needed to do for quite a while. And I'm not talking about a couple of things here and there. I need to go through stuff and throw things out and donate things and declutter my freaking existence, because when your home is cluttered, your life and you never feel at peace. You feel, well, for me anyways, I feel anxious all the time because I always feel like I have something to do. So for me, I need to declutter my life, everything about it. But I think first things first is to declutter my living space because when you're in a living space and you look around and you see stuff everywhere piled up, thrown in corners like papers, everything. Oh, Blue Moon, it's awful. Like you purge stuff often. That's good. That's good, Jenny. Oh, that rant, you guys. Mm-mm-mm. I didn't watch it until then, but I've actually heard somebody else posted it and played it, so that's where I heard it. But I don't know about you guys, but if anybody in here wants to go on this journey with me of decluttering and really watching how when we make it happen, we take the steps to do it, how it'll make us feel so much more at ease. For me, I know anyways. And it doesn't have to just be things that we get rid of. It can be relationships. It can be, friendships relationships. You could be in a intimate relationship that's not working for you. And I have to show you guys this ring though. I fell in love with it. You want to see it? I've never seen a ring like this, you guys. Can you see it? Is that the cutest freaking ring ever? It's a crown, baby. It's a crown. I love this ring. So pretty. Trying to keep it up. People need to know the truth about these groups. Yes, absolutely. Do you guys think I should become a drama channel? Oh, a lovely tiara. Why? You'd be good at drama. I gave you drama last night. Can't do it every day. Annie. Maybe I should just be a drama channel. I think that's what all people want to talk about. I don't think people want to learn how to better their lives. Do you guys? I don't think people really want to learn how to be kind to people, and they don't want that. I'm still looking for that article that I wanted to read to you guys about what it is that makes our minds addicted to drama. Why? Why we become addicted to that crap? Oh, wow. Probably not him. It's probably not him, honey. I'm pretty sure. You like that sound? I could do an ASMR. I'll do an ASMR of me eating my Buenos. How about that? Does that sound like a good plan? By the way, see, here's the thing I don't understand too. I have some advice for some people. If it bothers you when I eat, just step out. And if you like me otherwise, except when I'm eating, just step out for a while until I'm done having my snack. If it bothers you that I vape, you probably don't want to come in here because I vape throughout the whole stream sometimes. Okay. If it bothers you that we talk about politics, then maybe on the days we're talking about politics, you might want to turn around, walk out the door, Just turn around now, 'cause you're not welcome anymore. I've got all my life to live. I've got all my love to give. I will survive. I will survive. Hey, hey. See ya. Don't let the door hit you where the good Lord split ya. If you don't like me snacking, bye. That's all I can say. Get out. That's me being mean. How'd I do, you guys? How did I do? Between 1 being wonderful, 5 being not so good, how'd I do? That's me being mean. We all eat while watching. Thank you, D, but I'm not supposed to. I'm not supposed to vape. I'm not supposed to drink Red Bull. I'm not supposed to eat. I'm not supposed to go to the bathroom. Someone even told me that was rude that you excused yourself to go pee. I'm like, oh, okay, so I guess I just hold it and get a urinary tract infection? I'll send you the bill then when I have to go to the doctor. How about that? And you can pay for my antibiotics too. You suck at being mean. Thank you. You sing along with me? Or I could wear Depends. That's right. Send me some damn Depends then. I love to watch you eat in the middle of the night. To quote Robert Smith in The Cure. I love it. I love it. You did, Annie. That was awesome. Thank you for sending me that. We pee too. I just don't see you guys. See, and if people want to bitch and complain about it, how about you guys? You do streams and then see how it is. I can't control when my stomach gets hungry. Jeez. People do say the rudest stuff. Maybe I want to try to get mean. How about that? I want to try to be mean. Even when people are mean to me, I can't freaking be mean. What is wrong with me? Annie says she has food all the time. Annie, I want you to come on sometime. What up, Christopher? We have Chris and Christopher. Yeah, it's annoying. It's like people are so damn judgmental. Now, if somebody is purposely doing drama and fighting on purpose to get views and we talk about it, that's one thing. That's not being judgmental. I Annie, I like when they gripe about eating because they're rude. You are cute, Annie. You are too damn cute. Okay, so you guys probably don't want to hear how to better yourselves, but I'm going to tell you, okay? I'm going to tell you how to better yourselves. We're going to simplify your life, okay? We're going to simplify it. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. I'm good. How are you? Hey, Chicano. I know, Chicano, it is entertaining. It is. But okay, I like it to a certain point, right? I don't, my hair is growing, so it's like winging up like Mary Tyler Moore. You know how it goes? Anyways, I like it to a certain degree. Hey, Jenny Joe, how are you, sweetheart? When people start getting hurt, when people really start being sad and it really affecting them, I don't like that. I do not like that kind of drama. When people are just being rude to each other and like talking smack, but it does get old. Another one seriously injured. I think I need to take some aspirin. Okay, let's get this out of the way. There are 2 ways, 2 simple actions you can take to simplify your life. If you're like me and you've got crap everywhere, everybody always says, oh, your house is always so clean. Well, you haven't looked in my closets and under my bed and in my garage, because my garage, ugh. So one way is to give stuff away. What a concept. But you have to see, when people look at their closet or they look at their garage or they look at their cupboards, and it's just so overwhelming. So for me, The only way I'm going to be able to accomplish that is to take baby steps. So baby steps, what that would look like is to take like 15 minutes a day, 15 minutes a day to go through one area. If it's under the bed, if it's in that closet, the cupboards, whatever, the garage, 15 minutes a day. And I look at something and I say, okay, does this bring me joy? Does this bring me happiness? Am I going to use it in the next year? For me, I always keep it because I'll say, I may not use it in the next year, but I will use it at some point. I will need this thing at some point. So why should I have to go out and buy it again? But I'm sure we all have many things around the house like that we've seen for years and haven't touched. So for me, that's what I need to do. I need to set aside 15 minutes a day, or even make it smaller doses than that. Say 15 minutes a day, 4 days a week. And then I have to create a rule, right? We have to create a rule to assess what to keep and what to toss. Again, do we enjoy this item? Is it necessary? Does it improve our lives? Like I said earlier, we don't have to give things away to simplify our life. We can give away habits. We can give away distractions of the mind. We can give away relationships that are not working. And we can give away ways in which we waste our time. Which ways do you think? What's a number one way we could simplify our lives? Something we could give away that is a big waste of time most of the time. I don't watch a lot of YouTube, but I watch more than I should. So that's number one, give things away. Number two, stop acquiring more stuff. So you know how I'm sitting here talking like I know what I'm talking about? I can get rid of stuff. So who remembers when I said just the other day I stopped by a garage sale? So I'm all giving things away, but then bringing more stuff into the house. That's what we need to stop. Stop bringing shit into your house. And if you're married, your husband will love you. Your husband will love you if you get rid of all that crap. I'm telling you, I believe in my heart of hearts that stresses the men in the home out. I really believe that they can't stand it. Well, I know my husband, when he lived with his, mother, she was a hoarder. And he would just shut doors when he'd have people come over, and he was humiliated when they saw stuff. So it's an embarrassment to men, especially when our home as women are supposed to be our domain. Our home is our domain. For me, I feel like some of you may think this is old-fashioned, and that's fine, but I'm old-fashioned. I think the home is a reflection of the woman that runs the home that way. Not runs the home, but you know what I mean. I think if the home's a pit, the woman isn't taking care of it. I think if it's cluttered and it's embarrassing, I think it's the woman's problem. I do. Because I don't know, I feel like a woman should know how to clean the house. I mean, you can have clutter and still be clean. But if your toilets are like growing mold on them, and you can say it's the water, well then go get some of those things for the toilet that, because I know some people have bad water. We don't, but that's one thing I guess I'm really finicky about the bathroom, is because when I was a child, my mother made me scrub that bathroom. And I remember her telling me, you're not going to do a half-assed job. Get back in there and get that one hair out of the tub. I remember it. The chrome had to be sparkling. I mean, from the faucets and stuff. So I think that's why bathrooms to me are so important. I just think also that, I don't know, I think I'm really old fashioned that way. I think, not that a woman can't work too, but I think, here's my thought process. Some of you may not like it. If the woman's able to stay home and the husband works, right? He goes out to work every single day, brings home that paycheck. And if he's good to you, and if you have children, if he's good to the children, and you're not having to go out and work. I'm not saying it's not hard work at the home, because it is. It's harder than going out to a job. I get it. I've done it. It sucks sometimes. But you should be able to clean up the house, have a meal prepared for your husband who's been out there working his ass off every single day. Maybe even throw in, maybe packing him a lunch to take to work sometimes. I don't know. Maybe even surprise him with a little bow chicka bow wow sometimes, you know. I'm just saying, save your marriage if you have one. Save it, you guys. In order to save it, you have to change. You have to be willing to change and take care of her home and the kids. This isn't happening. That's why the world is crazy. Thank you, Jamie. That's exactly why the world has gone tits up, for sure. People can say what they want. People can disagree. For me, I believe that's the way God intended it. And when God gave us roles, right? As the church, the husband, the wife, the children, in that order, you're supposed to put your spouse before the children. Do you know that? I messed up there. I did. I put my kids before my husband sometimes. Many times, a lot of the time. But my excuse wasn't an excuse, but my reasoning was he wasn't paying any attention to them. And it hurt the kids. So I paid more attention to them. Anyways, it's not what I'm talking about. So if you have a marriage, you can save it. Unless you're being physically abused, absolutely no, or your children are, get the hell out of there. But if it's just things that are, you guys fight because you're getting on each other's nerves because he's not doing this and you're not doing this, and fix it. You can fix it, because the next person you end up with, you're going to have the same damn problems. It's just with a different person, and it'll just take longer. That's all. You can't fix it by yourself. It has to be both people. But if you know there's something in you that you're being resentful and you're purposely being stubborn and not changing because you think he should be doing something, you be the bigger person and you make the changes first. And I guarantee you, the other person will come around. They will. If they're normal. If they're not a sociopath. Just kidding. Yeah, Jenny. You know, my situation is a whole, see, I did all those things too. I'm not preaching something that I did not try, that I did not do. Sometimes you'll end up with somebody who just wants a different life. And that's that. You can't do anything about that. But as long as you stuck through and you did what you were supposed to do and you gave it your all and you did what God wanted you to do or expects you to do, you can't do anything else about that. That's on the other person at that point. As long as you stay loyal. I agree, Jamie, marry me. Jamie says my wife wouldn't allow that. Angel Eyes, I'll marry you. I'm just kidding. That's the man thing I don't miss about the military, the cleaning field. That's the main thing. Yeah. I don't think, I mean, Jenny says, I've gotten a lot better about getting rid of stuff. I feel that hoarding can be hereditary. My mom is. Be careful, Jenny. Yes. If you grew up around it, yes, I believe that too. Hold on. I think it's up to the individual couple. Some women don't like staying home. That's okay, Jenny. Yes, that's okay. If the woman doesn't want to stay home to raise the kids and she would prefer to put them in a daycare, that's her, that's her choice. Me, no, no way. I planned on going back to work. I was on maternity leave when I had my first child. I took a look at that boy every day, fell more and more and more and more and more in love with him, and there's no way I could leave him. No way could I leave him and go back to work. So I talked to my husband. I said, look, this is what I'm feeling, and it's going to cost a lot of money to put him into daycare. How do you feel about, me staying home? Hey, Coffee. Me staying home and taking care of him. And then, I had my second child, and he was on board with it. He said, yeah, I don't want to pay somebody else to raise my children. No. And then, certain things that can happen in daycares, Did you love it, Dee? My hubby comes in my craft room, has to drive him nuts. Hey, but that's a craft room, Annie. Some women hate it. I mean, I have to say I was blessed too. But does it get lonely? Yeah. Does it get hard? Yeah. Do you have breakdowns sometimes? Absolutely. But then there's the other side of things when you get to be there. I don't want to start tearing up because there's those other days when it's just they're all grown now and it's all over. So I'm sad. I loved it so much, getting to be there for signing them up for baseball and going and buying their uniforms, the stuff they needed, signing my daughter up for cheer and being there for her at her games that she was cheering. I got to be there for everything. There was one game I missed ever, and I was sick. But I mean, come hell or high water, I was there for everything. All of their concerts. My son played bass guitar in the band. My daughter did choir. I went to all the concerts. I loved it. I absolutely loved it. And it's all over. Hey, Mark, how are you? Don't you miss those days? Don't worry, they will bring watching grandkids. That's so good. That's so sweet of you, Annie, though. I don't know, Coffee, if I will. I mean, I know you love your grandkids. Grandkids are amazing. I would have had 5 more kids if I could have. It wouldn't have been fair to have 5 more kids, but I would have if I lived back in the olden days. You've missed me? Yeah, you have. You haven't been here lately. Well, I'm glad you're here tonight. Annie. But there's so much, and they're your midget trouble. Right, Dee? I would foster kids as well. I just have a hard time believing you can eat 3 hours a day, Jenny, and never gain weight. Have you tried this diet? Eat 8 hours a day? Picker, how are you? Hey, Sporting, where have you been? You guys, Sporting's here. Yay! Come on down. Well, the good news is you have a chance now to start a chapter in your life prepaid. Meet a wild and crazy, living on the edge kind of dude like me that will take you places. Um, intermittent fasting. Oh, I'm going to be starting a new chapter in my life, and it's okay. It's good. It's scary. Hey, Rainy Bows. But if they had to leave, you'd be dead. I feel the same way. I would get too attached to them, way too attached. And then, especially knowing that if you knew the situation they were coming from, and then if you knew they were being put back into that situation, that I used to want to be a social worker, and I thought about it. I'm like, there's no way. I can't. There's no way I would eat, sleep, live that job in my head 24 hours a day. I couldn't do it. That means Bella doesn't lose her mind when she can't find a slot. Oh gosh. Um, I have a bag of socks, you guys. I mean, I keep thinking the other sock's gonna pop up somewhere. You know, and I had to see my husband the other day, because he had to come and pick up that, battery thing tester, whatever it was. And I'm telling you, every time I see him, it does something to me, like in my heart. It hurts, you know. I know we're done, we're over, but it doesn't mean it doesn't hurt. That's like you spending 28 years of your life doing something day in and day out, and then it's just gone from you. That's what it's like. I have to grab some ibuprofen. My head hurts. A knife, what? Um, and now, he makes himself look all good. He's all tan. He's got his hair cut. He didn't do that for me. But I always looked good, damn it. I always looked good for him. It will pass. It will. It will. That's right, Jenny Angel. It did. It's a loss you need to mourn the relationship. I know I could mourn for a long time. Aw, sporting. Thank you. I don't feel so pretty. I'm pretty. Oh, so pretty. Not really. Psych. What was I looking for? Oh, my ibuprofen. Psych. I'm not so pretty, guys. I'm getting old. I'm getting wrinkles. My neck. It's okay to be sad. Thank you, guys. That's why I love coming on here with you guys, too, is because I can talk to you and you can be real with me. You can be honest. And you can, you're also comforting. It still hurts. Yeah. I don't know, Rainy Bows. I don't even think he did upgrade. And his mind, upgrading to him is being able to be free. And that's what he wanted. And I don't hate him. I don't hate him. Aw, Sporting, you're so sweet. Happy most of the time. It's hard to be sad for people like us. It's so heavy feeling. Right? Yes. I thought you were younger. Aw, Chicano. So sweet. No, I'm old. I'm an old bag, and it's okay. My son tells me I'm beautiful. Isn't that sweet? It is. It is a real grief. Were you controlling of him? No. 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 You're a hot mamacita. Okay. Yeah, right, Jenny. No. Listen. Here's the thing. I'm not going to sit up here like many people do and put all the blame on him. No. Mark, you're fine. I'm real with you guys. I think, okay, when two people get together, right? And we did when we were in our early 20s. So we have been together for a long time. Gotta run. Bye, Christopher. Thanks for popping in, hon. Gotta get to bed. Get up early in the morning. It's hard to come in. Thank you. Thank you for popping in. So, two people come together and, before you guys meet, you're from two different walks of life, right? And even though he had both parents that he grew up with, for one, he was adopted, right? He had never known his biological parents. He was adopted. He was an only child. Never put yourself down. You're too pretty for that. And don't ever give him that satisfaction. Aw, sporting. You guys are so sweet to me. Thank you for being supportive. So he comes from, an only child, spoiled rotten. His parents would do. Thank you, Christopher. He is kind of a shy person. He's very insecure and shy, but his parents' marriage was not a strong marriage. His dad ended up having an affair, which my husband and I found out, and we had to tell his mom. So that was rough. But anyway, so they did not have that love, that closeness. They never fought, okay? They never showed any emotion. No emotion, zip, zero, none. No anger, no happiness, no sadness, no nothing. That's what it was. So you got him, right? Then you got little old Bella coming in, coming from a fucked up family. That's what I'll say. You got him coming from a very non-feeling, no emotion, kind of weird mentally family. You got me coming from an alcoholic mother, an abusive father who died, brothers, sisters who were on drugs, being kicked out at 15 years old, all these things, raising myself since I was 15, just two different walks of life, being molested, being raped for the first time I ever was intimate, wasn't by choice. So I had trust issues. I had abandonment issues. I had all kinds of issues, okay, that I didn't even realize I had. And then he had issues and still does that he doesn't realize he still has. So we come together. Everything's good at the beginning. Oh, he treats me good. He adores me. Tells me I'm beautiful or sexy or hot or whatever. It's just me and him. He moves into my house that I'm living at because I'm working and I'm on my own. He moves from mommy and daddy to me. We start playing house, living together. It's great. Things are wonderful. 6 years down the road, we're still not married. We've been planned a wedding, canceled it, but stayed together. Then I get pregnant with my beautiful baby boy. Then 6 months after, we get married. It's like there, God gave me that child. Hold on. God gave me that child to love unconditionally. And a child, you know, somebody that would love me unconditionally. And I was on cloud 9. When I had my son, I was on cloud 9. I was in love. You know how you fall in love with your children? I fell in love with my son when I had him. And I was going to protect him at any cost. And that if that meant even from being hurt emotionally from his father. So we had the bond, my son and I, we had the bond, I'm telling you. Like, and then my beautiful, beautiful daughter, I get pregnant with her. And it's when I went into the ultrasound for her. Yes, honey? Oh yeah. Hold on. Wait, it was like really. Are you okay though? It's not bad. I love you. Okay, I love you. Okay. Anyways, so why are we as women to put us down for okay. My kids are everything to yes. So let me you guys keep talking to each other. Don't cry, said Asia. um so then I find out, you know, that I'm pregnant with my daughter. Now, when they told me that it was a girl during the ultrasound, I bawled, right? I cried. But it was happy emotion, but it was also scared. Only because of my history. I knew how protective I was going to be over. I mean, I'm already protective over my son, like crazy, and then my daughter. But more than that, I was afraid of because of how my mother's and my relationship was. That I was scared that I wouldn't be a good mom to a girl. It went into my head that could happen, and I was scared. But I was very happy I was having a little girl. I wanted a boy and a girl, and God blessed me with one of each. And so, but again, once she came out, I fell in love with her, and there was no weird, awkward feelings about her being a girl, nothing. Like, I adored her too. There's something again about a relationship between a mother and a son. I mean, it's not by choice, it's just something that happens. Like, you have this bond with mother and son, and then the daughter usually has with the father. But unfortunately, her father wasn't that kind of a father. And so, I was stressed out a lot with them growing up, because all of the responsibility was put on me, not only to clean the house or cook or do some grocery shopping, but I mean, everything, getting the bills paid, getting everything with their school, everything with just anything that needed to be done other than his job, I did. And it was everything, like everything that involves life. And it was exhausting. I mean, it's not like he could even say, "Hey, honey, you want to take a day and relax, and I'll take care of it." No. If he did that, I would have to put out. That was, it wasn't because he wanted to be nice. And so I just feel strongly that if you're in a marriage and your spouse is still there, do whatever you can to fix it if it's broken. Do whatever you can to save that marriage, because if it was up to me, I tried to. He wanted something else, but I did everything I needed to do to try to save it, and I couldn't do it by myself. So and it's scary to think about finding somebody who's a godly man. I don't want a religious fanatic. I just, I want somebody who puts God first, and someone who's not going to make me feel bad because I want to go to church, or I want to have a devotion, or I want to read the Bible, or or whatever. I want somebody who's going to encourage me to do that. And it's going to be scary out there. Hey, Joan, how are you? It's hard to be a married single mom. A married single mom, exactly, Annie. Yes, and that's what it was. Yes, Chicano. Please appreciate the moments you have together. It can all be taken away at any moment. That's right, Coffee. Hey, Melissa. So Rainy, that's right. Hey, Patty, how are you? Thank you for your prayers, Joan. I need them. I'm not trying to sound selfish, but I need them. I need God to direct me in the way I need to be going. Yeah, if you can't make somebody want to salvage the relationship. And the problem that I had is trying to do right by God. Okay, so I wouldn't consider it a problem, but when people say you should have left a long time ago, well, that's what Robert said. Robert said there's a time to give up. Okay, I get that. But in my mind, I wanted to do what was right in God's eyes and fight till the very end, until I got an answer. And there wasn't a definitive answer until I found out he has a girlfriend. There's my answer. But before, he was telling me that he was gonna probably come back. So there was still that hope. So for me, I felt it would be wrong in God's eyes for me to move on. Yeah. And hopefully, maybe I'll end up never meeting somebody again, but that'll be God's plan, I think. I'm not so worried about meeting anybody. I'm concerned about just getting my life where I want my life to be. I just want my kids settled. I was going to say, my daughter's here with her boyfriend tonight, and they're packing some of her stuff because they're staying the night here, and because they're moving in together. So now I have to lose her again after she already moved out once. Now she's leaving again. That's right, Rainey. If you didn't give it your all, you would blame yourself forever. Exactly. I would have thought, what if? Exactly, Robert. God, that was all God. I believe that. And the reason it happened to you, it had to happen now. God opened the door and said, I believe that. I believe he said, okay, you've suffered enough. You've proven, you've been loyal. You've done everything you can. And he does say, what does he say in the Bible about unequally yoked? We were unequally yoked, period. And I could not change him to be the man I wanted him to be. So what I can say, though, is that part of my problem in the relationship was I was trying to change him. Not like, you need to change, but in little ways, I would suggest things, Well, it's because of me. He has the job he has. If I wouldn't have pushed him into, stepping out and trying to do better for himself, he wouldn't have a different job and he wouldn't be where he's at. So it's like, I feel as a wife, we are to encourage our husbands to do better. Like, not in a negative way, though. Don't put them down. I'm not saying that. Set some goals, focus on being the best person you can be. Exactly. That's what I want. I just want to be doing the right thing. Yeah, the vows are done. Kiki, hey, hun. Where have you been, sweetie? Kiki, do you love me? Are you right? You're letting your daughter stay the night under your roof, or stay the night under your roof, or married? That's crazy. Never ever would I allow that. But to each, yeah, they're staying the night here. They're actually moving in together. I can't control her. She's 21 almost, so it's a series about make him a real person. It's a series about Jesus that makes him look like a real human. Oh, Joan, I mean, I can admit I was not I definitely was to blame for some things. I mean, I had that pill addiction, and I'm sure that wasn't easy for him to deal with. I mean, I still did what I was supposed to do, with the kids. And again, like I said, I didn't take handfuls at a time. Like, I did what I was supposed to do, but I was dependent on that. And and then he always drank alcohol every day. So, but I mean, no one knew. Like, nobody knew. We went to church. We did what we were supposed to do. Like, the house was clean. The fridge was stocked. That it was like nobody knew. But I knew. God knew. And I asked him to deliver me from that, and he did. And then it was, but you know what's weird? It wasn't until I got away from my husband that I was able to quit those pills. That's when I got strong enough, after I got away from him. Over the wall with Yeah, I can't control what my daughter does. Like, I'm not going to make her feel bad about what she's doing. I think it's amazing. I introduced her to this boyfriend that she's with. It's her first boyfriend, the first guy she's ever kissed or anything, held hands with, anything. And she is his first. So they're planning on getting married. They're really best friends. He opens the car doors for her all the time. I mean, he treats her like a queen, and I love it. I love it. He's really good to her. I picked a good one for her. It might be different if this was the first time you two broke up for years. Right, exactly, Robert. Your daughter. Oh, thank you, Joan. Oh, my sister's actually calling. Hold on. Hello? Hello? Yeah? What are you doing? I tried to call you earlier. Did you see? Oh. Well, I talked to Ma. Can you hear me? Okay, bye, Joan. Thank you for your prayers. Sorry, I'm doing my, I told you about YouTube. I'm doing my live. Anyways, I know it's this stupid phone, so I need to call you on the other one. Okay? Okay, bye. Love you. Where's my other one? Sorry, you guys. She sounds weird. Where's my phone? Ugh. I have to call her right back. You guys keep talking. Ever since they did that to my phone, they can't, no one can hear me on it. And that's why I had to get a stupid new one. Okay. Wait. That's weird. Hold on. Did she call under? Hi, Amanda. I'm okay, honey. She's watching your live. Why isn't it showing that she called? Oh, okay, there it is. Okay, got it. Hold, please. Mark. Hi. What are you doing? Are you okay? I can tell something's wrong. What's wrong? What's wrong? Oh, you can't talk. Is that what he said? Well, you need to get away from him. Well, where was he? Where were you? Oh, I thought you were talking about your husband. Oh, your son. Oh. Well, you know how you can, how maybe you can kind of relate it to, you know how like how mom was to us, and we never felt that closure because she was always, well, I did the best I could, and she was like that. He just sounds like he needs closure, like some kind of closure. Um, yeah, yeah, yeah. Good night, Mark. Thank you for coming in, honey. Yeah, I know. I talked to Ma, and she says she doesn't want to go. She doesn't want to wait to go a day later because she's excited to go and she wants to go on the 14th. So I tried to talk her into it, but um, she's like, well, we can bring food because it has, a kitchenette in it and this and that. So, well, you better go. Okay. Yeah, I know. Yeah, exactly. I mean, what if I said I can't go until the 15th? I don't know. I said, she can stay. I said, you can have, um, Peach pick her up. I said, you can stay 2 days later. You can stay that extra 2 days and Peach can pick you up. Oh, he can't. He's too busy. He's got lots going on, of course. Well, I love you. And if you want to talk later, I'll be done here in a little bit. I love you. And don't, yeah, I'm excited for you to go. So you promise you're going. Okay. Say, I promise. Say, I promise. Okay. 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 I love you. Okay. Bye. Okay. Sean, my nephew's okay. My nephew's fine, honey. Thank you for, thinking about him. But yeah, my sister is, I thought she was talking about her husband at first, that he was told her she's a piece of shit, whatever that, but she was talking about my nephew. I guess he didn't say that to her, but she said he might as well have because he started going off on her about how she neglected him. And I've told you the story, you guys, and I know she doesn't mind that I've shared it, but um again, she has an addiction to crack cocaine. My nephews, I have two of them, had to live with her during this time. And her boyfriend, which is my second nephew's dad, was also addicted. So they both were addicted. And, they lived in Tacoma and, they were raised by these, it was not my first nephew's dad. It wasn't his dad. His dad's an alcoholic, and he lives over on the in the east, wherever, somewhere over there. And he wasn't a good father. So, anyways, my younger nephew, he's the one. When people say, "Oh, you're racist," but no, my nephew's black, also actually. So, and my sister's husband now, he's black, and her last boyfriend, my nephew's father, was black. So, believe me, we are not a racist family. But, anyways, just had to point that out. So she and him did crack. Well, guess what happened? My younger nephew got taken away from her and put in foster care. I got him, well, before he got taken away, I took him for a while. He didn't want to be here. We went to church. We had a home. I was strict. He wasn't used to having rules. He wasn't used to doing anything he was told. He was very rebellious. And he said, "I want to go back to my mom." I'm like, "Honey, Mommy's living in a car right now. I don't care. I want to go back to my mom." So I drove him all the way back to my mom, to my sister. Anyways, he ended up getting taken away. Which the people that ended up really taking care of him was a Christian family. And I think they had other kids there, but he ended up loving it there. And he ended up rapping and doing Christian music and doing very well, getting involved in the youth group. And so it was very good for him. He was very jealous of my son. They're close in age, and he didn't get to grow up like my son. So he had issues with him. And so that was hard when he was here, but I love him and loved him then. I didn't play favorites with him, and I tried to take care of him, but he just didn't want it. And so my point is that these drugs are so powerful that my sister lost her child over this, and still to this day is smoking crack cocaine. So I guess she's saying my nephew called her today and went off on her. She said they were trying to work things out. Things were going good. They were kind of building a relationship. And he just went off on her today and said, "You neglected me. You were whatever. You chose drugs over me." And she said, and that's when I said to her, "Well," and he goes, "And you never really apologized." But she says she has. I don't think he's gotten the closure he needs, because if her apology to him was anything like my mother's apology, it's not heartfelt. And they really, really don't really know the depth of how they destroyed us. You know what I'm saying? How they ruined us. And we had to crawl out of this shit pit that we were in, that we didn't put ourselves in. And so she's like, "I did apologize to him." Well, if he wants to be like that, then, I'm done. And it's like, how can you ever be done with your child? Like, you should never stop fighting for your kid. I don't care. I don't care if he's an adult and he's telling you to F off. You were a shit mom. He has every right. He has every right, because he's going to go through times in his life when he gets married, when he has children. There's going to be things that come up in him that's going to trigger him, and he's going to feel these same feelings that he did when he got taken away. She needs to accept that. She needs to accept the responsibility, and she needs to allow him to say whatever in the hell he has to say so he can heal and he can grow. And she needs to stop being so damn stubborn and saying, "I'm tired of hearing it." parents sometimes don't realize what they do to their kids. They think that they can just say, I'm sorry, and all the pain's gone and everything's fine. You know, I mean, yes, we love our parents unconditionally, but I will probably heal for the rest of my life from the upbringing I had. That's how bad it was. But I'm never going to stop trying to heal. I just don't know how she could do that to her kids. I just don't. I don't know. And she keeps getting with these guys that, well, now the good thing though is his father did go to treatment and he did get clean, and he's clean to this day. And he lived with his father for quite a few years down in Seattle, and he finally moved out to an apartment with his girlfriend and stuff. But his dad's still clean, so at least, and I thank God for that he got to build a relationship with his father, you know, and see him clean. That was beautiful. That was a great thing. And he did. His dad stepped up. His dad stepped up and took care of him. This is why I don't really buy into weak apologies. They've said yes. Vape King. Yes, blow a big cloud with me. Let's see. Exactly, Coffee. He went through a lot of anger. A lot. He was doing freaking weed and drinking and pills when he was 12 years old. Terrible. Oh, Sean, you guys know who it is now? Good night, Kiki. Oh, Sporting's. Good night, Sporting. Sporting's probably already gone. Oh, you did, Patty Cakes? I used to bite my nails too. Okay, Kiki, you did? You emailed it? Oh, honey, I didn't know you sent me an email. Hold on. Let me look. So yeah, I am going to absolutely try and declutter my life. Like I said, I'm doing pretty good, you guys. I'm making lists. I'm checking them twice. I'm making lists, and I am getting the things done that I need. I used to make lists and then procrastinate and not do them. But I've done almost everything on my list that I've needed to get done in the immediate, right? I joined the gym yesterday, but now I got to go to the gym. I got to go, but now I've got my workout clothes that I ordered, right? Okay. Oh, pretty. So Kiki sent me this, and she says she took this picture and she thought about how it's described how heaven has streets of gold. It's actually soy fields. Aw. She said she thought of me. So, and these are some of her chickens. Hey, Cinnamon. Can I share it, Kiki? I just want to make sure it's okay. I don't ever like to share things, you guys know. If oh, honey, I'm sorry about your eye. Oh, I'll be praying for you, honey. She's got chickens, you guys. Cute. Here, let me turn this off. I don't know if you guys can see it. Can you see? Here, I think I have to turn this one up too. Isn't that beautiful? Her little chickadees. Thank you for sharing, Keeks. The Keeksters here in Kansas, we're surrounded by soy field. Oh, really? That's beautiful, Joan. Oh my gosh. That would be such a beautiful picture. Hold on, let me turn this back on. Soy fields. I didn't even know they existed around. I got a call from the nursing home that my husband somehow got a hold of a part of a wheelchair and hit another resident with he was aiming for his nurse. He's a feisty old fart, huh? When do you get to see him now? Did they tell you? They tell you when you get to see him? That's hilarious, Patty Cakes. He's probably wanting to see his wife. I just love this ring, you guys. I almost bought a tiara. I've never had a tiara, you guys. But this is close enough. Isn't that cute? It's beautiful, huh? So I don't know, I might get a tiara. I've never had one. You don't know a time yet? So, you know, if anyone in here has been through tragedy, things happening to you growing up, D, terrible things happen to you as a child, if you've come from a family of addiction, you've lost a parent. I got one pack of them today, or no, not today, the other day. I was like, where's the other pack? It's not here. So I went on because I was going to make sure I ordered another pack. And I didn't see any emails from them. So I'm like, shit, did I not order the second one? So then I go and order a 14-inch pack. And then I found the email. So yeah, I've got 2 more packs. Vape King says, I'm a recovering opiate addict. It was tough to get. Yes, me too. Me too, honey. Good job though. That's awesome. That is not easy. You know what's he was probably having Sunday. I'm still praying for you, Patty Cakes. I cannot wait to hear the day that you get to go see him. You better let me know. Let me know that you got notice that you can go see him. Kiki, I'm going to show them to you here in a second if you want to see the extensions. I'm so excited. Vape King. So after I had already, decided I was going to get off of those things, I just did it cold turkey, but they do have this product called, I saved the bottle just so I could tell people about it. That's one thing I do. I hold on to things, you guys. It's called, oh, come on. I'll tell you the name of it in a second. Because the guy who made it, he was actually on Dr. Oz, I think. Wait, what? What the hell? He died? Oh, are you kidding me? He died, you guys. Stop it. This video is a tribute to the memory of Ryan, as he was known. Ryan's personality impacted me and saved my life. He inspired me to push through my own opiate addiction and enter into recovery. We ended up becoming good friends through the process, and I was able to help and contribute to his selfless cause, helping those of us addicted to opiates. Ryan was a man of uncompromising integrity, a true visionary with unrelenting self-discipline and dedication to his craft of helping others and living a service-oriented life. He will always be remembered, never forgotten, and his legacy and impact on the world and those around him is immeasurably eternal. I actually spoke to this guy. I have included Ryan's obituary message below for those of you interested in knowing more about who this great man was and what he accomplished throughout his life. He was 35 years old, you guys. He crossed over peacefully into the eternal light of God on September 21st, 2018. He lived most of his life in Toms River, graduating from high school north in 2001 before moving to Manchester Township in 2017. Okay, it was called Free from Hell. That's right, Free from Hell. And then the stuff was called Calm Support and Sleep Support. He was a credited motivational speaker and the founder of www.freefromhell.com. He was on the Anderson Cooper show. So he was on various appearances, including the Anderson Cooper show. He dedicated his life to and worked tirelessly helping people from all walks of life trying to overcome their addictions and see the best in themselves. He enlisted into the Navy at age 18. He quickly trained and earned his way into the elite division of special warfare, where he served with his brothers all around the world as a special warfare combatant crewman. His unit played a major role in the Middle East combat mission of Operation Enduring Freedom shortly after the 9/11 attacks. He and his boat guy brothers were also responsible for keeping our U.S. Olympic teams and former President George H.W. Bush safe during the 2004 Olympic Games in Greece. After his discharge from the U.S. Navy Special Forces, Ryan became an ultramarathon runner, competing in races to 150 miles. After nearly losing his life to blood clots in his lungs, his love of running and his true nature to push himself beyond his own limits led Ryan down a new path. He was going to run the entire 184 miles of the state of New Jersey, from the northernmost point of High Point Park down to its southernmost point of Cape May Point Park. A close childhood friend and award-winning director, along with Ryan as co-producer, realized the motivational and inspirational messages that this endeavor would send to others and filmed the documentary Running the 184. Ryan has survived. His wife was beautiful. His kid, oh my gosh. Ryan is survived by his true soulmate, his loving and supportive wife, Demetra Donnelly, and his cherished children, son Jacob and daughter Corlia, all three of whom he adored beyond measure. His infectious smile, which earned him the nickname of the Joker, will be missed by all of those who knew and loved him. As Ryan would always say, "Hoo-yah!" Oh my gosh. Okay, we can listen to this. Yes, Vape King. Has anybody heard of him? Coffee. His name is Ryan Donnelly. He was a sweetheart because I remember talking to him on the phone. He was so sweet. I mean, he was a busy guy. He had thousands and thousands and thousands of people that wanted to talk to him. And he spoke to me on the phone. I remember going through the withdrawals. I remember it like it was yesterday. It was awful. I wanted to die. I was in my bed. I was up for days, just laying in bed. I couldn't sleep. So I was watching YouTube videos, and I came across him, and He helped me get through it. Okay. Anyways, he's got I hope they're still selling those products, because people could really use them. Okay. I want to play this part for you. Hold on a second.
Welcome back to another thing. I'm Larry Menti. Sometimes to avoid life's setbacks, to get over life's setbacks, you just have to run. Living proof of that is Ryan Donnelly, a recovering addict and a marathon runner. I'm going to go through the story with Ryan, and believe me, there's a happy ending. But I want to start with you in the Navy, and how you were discharged and why you were discharged.
The way that worked was, I was in special operations. I went home on leave for Christmas and decided to partake into cocaine. I never did cocaine in my life. I was very drunk at a bar and ran into people from high school. And it was offered to me. I did it. And this was Saturday night going into Sunday morning. All right, so that time.
You guys hear?
Sunday, I had to drive back to base to be there for Monday morning. So that's like a 1 day period, 24 hours. Cocaine doesn't stay in your system very long. And as soon as I got to base, I buzzed in, and everybody had to have command urinalysis.
You knew your career was over at that point?
Yeah, it was gone.
And so that had to send you into depression.
Oh, yeah. The worst depression I ever felt.
And during that time, how did you get OxyContin?
From friends, bartenders, because I was actually an alcoholic when I got back from the Navy, because I was all around. I didn't even know about pills. And drank every day, laying on mom's couch. You go from like blowing things up and jumping on airplanes and shooting stuff, and now I'm watching Mickey Mouse on my mom's couch.
We have been doing a series of reports, and we even did a town hall on the opioid addiction problem and how low you can go in that. And you actually stole from a family friend.
I stole from several family friends, but one particular family, I stole from them when they were away on vacation. I had known them 20 plus years. They treated me like one of their kids. They took me on vacation to St. Croix.
I'm fascinated by your story and the stories of other people like you, because there comes a point when you hit so low that you're able to pull yourself out of it. And what and as I've talked to other people, they say you have to hit that point. You've got to hit that point to realize I can't do this anymore. When was your point?
Well, I think what you're saying, for the most part, yeah. There's some people that never reach that level of use. That. You know what I mean? So it's easier for them to stop. But when you're at the level I was at, something catastrophic has to happen. And it was like a domino effect of things. It was like a dream. When the police contacted my ex's mother on the phone and told her all the things I was doing, she was completely caught off guard and told us to come back because we were out driving, doing errands. And I knew what it was about, because obviously this was 5 days prior when I entered their home. They're back from vacation. They know stuff's gone. They're texting me. People saw you walk in. They saw your tattoos. They knew it was you. And I wouldn't respond. And the whole ride back, I just looked straight, like nothing was going on. And in my head, the dope fiend moves are going on and on and on. Like, how am I going to get out of this? How can I manipulate my way out of this situation? Who can I lie?
I'm trying to pull this up for you guys.
And it just got to a point where I was tired. Like I didn't even know it was real anymore.
You're lucky. You're lucky that you were able to get out of that, because it doesn't end well for a lot of people.
Absolutely right.
And before we get to the happy part, you also were near death in the hospital.
Yeah. With the embolisms.
Yeah.
We'll go there too. On August 31st, 2014, I had multiple pulmonary emboli.
Were the two related at all?
They said no. And then there was a DVT, a deep vein thrombosis in the left leg. So I had 3. They put me in ICU, and they found out that I had a genetic disorder called factor V. So the bad diet, the not taking care of myself, just laying around after work. I wasn't mobile. I was running machines. There wasn't much blood flow. I developed blood clots, and it almost killed me.
And from all of that, so I wanted to lay that all down as a foundation.
Mhm.
From all of that, you decide you're going to run the length of New Jersey, and that can help with your problems.
Yeah, in my mind. Well, what popped in my head when I was in the hospital bed was a guy named Phil McCarthy, and he's usually on the USA track and field ultra team. He has the American record for
Really, Vape King?
48 hours in a row running, and it's
Just so you guys can know who I'm talking about. Let me, okay. Let me get over here. Let me get over here for a second. Okay, this is him, okay? It's not playing. Okay. Why isn't it playing?
And vitaminsport.com. Today's video is going to be something a little different. I just got out of the hospital about 2014 in August. It was actually August 28th, I believe, in 2014. I had pulmonary
Wait, why is it? Hold on. Damn it. Let me put it on pause real quick. Okay. Sorry guys, hold on. Okay, is this one it? Okay, there it is. Got it. Okay. Okay, now it should work. Now it should work.
medication called Xarelto.
Why is it? Okay, it's pairing. Come on.
And I've had some, setbacks with clotting. And just this past Tuesday, I was walking. I felt very unhealthy Monday night, very weak. I thought I was coming down with something. Kept complaining to my wife like a little baby, like the man cold, that something was wrong. And in the middle of the night, woke up with extreme anxiety. So much so that I couldn't go back to bed. I felt just completely out of touch with life. Like I just felt like I was losing everything. And that's not the truth. So the anxiety was overwhelming. I went downstairs, started watching TV, did whatever I could to take my mind off of the anxiety. Took some of my own products, and I just sat there. I waited for my family to wake up. My wife gets up, and I tell her, I have no energy. Something's wrong. She's like, you just got the cold. You got a cold, relax. And we keep joking back and forth about the man cold because it's a real thing. Guys act 10 times worse than women do, and we completely shut down. They don't. They continue on. They do what they have to do, and they have it much harder than most men. So it got to a point where I told her, I feel extremely weak. She's like, I'm going to make you something to eat for breakfast. Sorry, I have family here. So she starts cutting me up some fruit. And I leave the couch and I start walking towards our island in our kitchen. And I start to see purple. Now, I've passed out in the past from heat exhaustion. I know what happens. Your body starts to slow down. I started to perspirate. My heart rate sped up. I got
Right,
onto
Nikki.
the
I'm gonna check
stool
that
at the
out.
island, and she turned around to cut me up some oranges, and I went out. Now, I was out for about 30 seconds. She said when I came to, I was mumbling. I didn't bite my tongue. I didn't hit my head. I was able to get myself on the floor when I came to because I just slunched over in the stool, and I just laid on the floor. My wife reacted faster than anything. She called 911 right away. The sad thing is this happened in front of my wife and 2 kids. The good thing is that she was there, because if she wasn't there, who knows what would happen. I was taken to the hospital in an ambulance. They ran tests on me, about 8 different tests. I didn't know there were that many tests because they didn't run that many the first time I was there. But they wanted to know why I'm still clotting when I'm on this. I didn't know much about PEs, probably once every 2 weeks. So they give you, nothing else matters, okay? The only thing you think about is your family. You don't really care about anything else because it's humbling. Because you think, you know, I have a very intense personality. I don't listen to people as much as I should. I think I know everything when I don't. And when the world is about to be taken from you, and you know, you're worried about your kids not having a father and your wife not having a husband, you got to start listening to anybody that's going to give you advice on how you're going to stay alive. So it was a very, very intense week this week. That's why there was no videos. There was some chatter on the YouTube channel. I did comment on somebody's comment. I replied to them, letting them know what did happen. And I truly thank you all for the support. Some people were asking to do donations and stuff. I don't need donations. I don't need anything. I just love positive people, spreading positive vibes and prayers and stuff like that. That's fantastic. I don't need anything from anybody. But the thought and the kind words and everything has been fantastic. And, you know, I am an emotional guy. I sat there and I get emotional when I see people share that they care. So I really, really appreciate everybody being so kind. And shout out to my wife, because my wife's the one that saved my life. I know I talk her up, but I can't talk her up any more than I already have. And it's true. I'm lucky. All right, so videos will be back on Monday, as long as I'm not in the hospital. And I don't plan to ever go back. But I am. It's like I was going somewhere really good on my last video. Hopefully it can help some people and they can grasp what I'm trying to say. I'm healthy, and it's good to still be here. I'll see you guys Monday. Thanks.
You guys, I'm sad. I'm really sad, you guys. I mean, I haven't watched him in a long time, but just because he was, you know, the that kind of a good person, he'll be coffee. You guys, anybody who's in addiction right now, or even if you're not anymore, he can help you. Even from the grave, he can help you. His messages are freaking amazing. He's so real. And, you know, I'm not trying to be disrespectful, but he's a really good looking guy too. So, you know, a lot of good looking people have, you know, attitudes. He was so humble. That's one thing I liked about him. He is so sweet. Yes, Kiki. It's like he genuinely cared about people. And again, excuse me, he didn't want donations. He didn't want any of that stuff, you know. Here, I want to find something really quick. Hold on, really quick. I want to find a video that talks about what happened. I want to find out what happened to him. That was 5 years ago. Ryan, 1 year remembrance tribute. Okay, okay, you guys, here's one. Hold on. Okay. I gotta share screen again. Here we go. Okay, let me get back over to it.
Tell me why I'm falling.
Good night, Joan. God bless you. Thank you. That's his wife. Look at how beautiful she is. I mean, he could have been a model. Progression, not perfection. Yeah, amen. That was his family. Find your limits and exceed them. That's right, Randy. Gosh. That's so sad. His name, Kiki, was Ryan Donnelly, and he ran it was a business, but it started out as just a channel, social media, to help people who were addicted, because he used to be an addict, and he just wanted to start helping people, and it grew and it grew and it grew huge, and he answered everybody's stuff. I mean, oh, we gossip all night. Okay, let's do that. It's just heartbreaking, you guys. It's heartbreaking. I want to know how he died. Okay, who's this? I mean, look how so many people did videos for him, you know? Okay, this, I don't know if I can do this. This was 2 years ago. See, people would post their stories. I hear this more times. Okay, he would do videos and help people on when they would say things like that. I don't know if I can do this, you know. So if you're
What's up, everybody? It's Ryan Donnelly from RyanD.com. Check out CalmSupport.com for stress, relaxation, immune, and sleep support. And also check out RyanD.com for one-on-one coaching, quick coaching on the
I hope his wife keeps it going.
Today's video, I'm going to talk about a phrase that I hear very frequently from people who are in it for a couple days or a week or so, sometimes longer.
He can still help you if you're going
I'll
through
usually
it.
get contacted the day before people start to.
Always.
Now, the reason
Vaping.
this is because
Always.
you're using for the last time. You feel somewhat normal.
I want to see if
and
I
you're
can
gung ho
find
because
out
you
how he
feel
died.
somewhat normal. The withdrawal hasn't kicked in yet. You do not feel crappy or depressed or feeling any lack of motivation. So you feel good. So your spirits are high, and you reach out to me and say, you know, I'm ready to do this. This is going to be my first time, second time, third time, whatever it may be. Couple days in, week in, couple weeks in, I'll hear, I don't know if I can do this. And I've heard that phrase probably close to 1 million times, and I'm not exaggerating. Now, everyone gets to a point where they feel like, I don't know if I can do this.
It's on
And
Reddit.
let me just make something very clear.
1983 to
You
2018.
can. When you get that feeling or that voice in your head telling you, you know, every angle possible to not keep going on the, you know, route you are, the right route. When you have that voice beating you down, giving you alternate routes to go, and ultimately to land you back where you started, it just seems like it's more comfy. It's almost like when you're miserable, you're tired, someone's handing you a nice warm blanket in bed and saying, you know, you can go to bed now. Sure, you can go to bed and take the pill or bag of dope and you'll feel better for a very short amount of time. You'll get some rest, but you're pretty much starting all over again. And that warm comfort, that blanket.
Does anybody know how to do a
you feel
screenshot with a
is killing me.
Galaxy?
So
Anybody?
when I hear, I don't know if I can keep doing this, or I don't know if this is right for me, I don't know if this is the right time, you've already made up your mind if you keep beating yourself up and coming to me and telling me this. I've heard this before. I know what's happening next. Okay. You're making your bed. Okay. You're trying to transition and make yourself,
I'll do it.
you're
I'll
feeling sorry
email
for
it to
yourself
myself.
pretty much. And if you can catch it
Got it.
before you lay that ground
I still need to know
for
how
the
to.
future of, you know,
screenshot.
setbacks, if you can catch it in time and say, wait a minute, what am I doing? I don't know if I can do it. Of course I can do this. It's don't give yourself a way out, because as addicts, you know, you're trying to look for the quickest fastest means of comfort. And this time you can't. Okay, there's gonna be some pain, there's gonna be some anguish, there's gonna be some depression. You have to fight through it. There is no 100% easy way out. There's ways to lessen the withdrawal symptoms, sure. There's a million different ways to do that. But there's no easy way out, ever. Okay? So don't try to go into withdrawals and say, I'm gung-ho, I'm going to do this, blah, blah, blah. And when shit hits the fan and you start feeling like crap, don't whimper in a corner and start complaining and say, I don't know if this is for me, because millions of people have gotten clean. And they're no tougher than you. They just had a different mindset.
I guess he died from
Okay?
that.
You go into it knowing that it's going to suck, but you're stronger than the suck. Okay? You are. If you're able to keep your addiction going, no
So
matter
many
what,
people
if you're
wrote
broke
about
as
him.
shit,
So
how do you
many
keep getting your
people.
drugs? Because you pull dopamine moves. You finagle your way through.
Pulmonary
things. You talk
embolism.
people,
That's what he
manipulate
died of.
people. That is not easy to do. Okay, and you do it for as long as you can until you're burnt the hell out. Right? Why can't you use that same mentality to save your life and do good things? It's in you. You're proving it by doing it when you're trying to get drugs. Why can't you do it to save yourself? That's a reality a lot of people have to face. Because
They've raised 21. It's
When I was
deactivated,
at
but
my
they
worst,
raised
I had no clue how easy I got
$21,595 for.
I would
his
wake up
wife.
withdrawing every day with nothing. Because I was the type of addict I couldn't go to sleep holding off and just like leaving a little bit for myself so I wasn't sick in the morning. There was none of that. I used everything before I went to bed. So I woke up every morning miserable, trying to figure out how the hell I was gonna get shit. And by the end of the day, I had it.
I did that and it didn't do
And
it.
it's just, you know,
I'll try it again.
you
Thank
figure
you,
a way
Ryan.
to do it because you want it bad enough. You'll do it. If you want to get clean, you'll figure it out. Okay, you'll do whatever it takes. You won't have pity parties in the corner of the room. You won't curl up in the ball and say, this isn't right for me. It is right for you. It's the only choice you have. There is no other option. Okay, you have to get clean. If you keep living this life, if you want to live that lifestyle, sure, go ahead, do it. But why are you watching me? You know what I mean? Like, why are you searching for other ways to live? Because deep down, you know that life sucks. Being addicted to drugs is horrible. Okay, there's no happiness to it, ever. Even when you have all the drugs in the world in front of you, you're never happy. You're always, chasing the next high and miserable while you are high because you're not really yourself. Your soul is totally trapped in there. It's not free. I mean, it's down there in the cobwebs.
Well, I don't think he
All
was
right,
doing
so
drugs, honey.
If
I don't
you have
know.
that
I don't
feeling
know,
where,
Rainey. I don't know if it
I don't know
can.
if I can do this, suck it up, look yourself in the mirror, and catch
I'm
it before it
sorry,
engulfs
Dee.
you. Do not have a setback. Do not go
God,
back
that's
to that.
awful.
And don't have a pity party. I keep saying it a
hiding
million
it,
times.
Jared.
Don't
Well,
fight your ass off.
maybe-
It's your life. You only get one. How many times do I have to say this? You want true happiness, you got to fight for it. And you're worth it. I wouldn't make these videos if you weren't.
There's no button on the other
All
side,
right?
honey.
So check
It's just
out
they're both on the one side.
RyanU.com for one-on-one coaching and ComSport.com for stress relaxation and immune and sleep support.
Okay, I'm
Right?
gonna
I'll
show
see
you
tomorrow.
guys.
Have a good one.
He's awesome. That makes me sick, you guys. Sick to my stomach that he's gone. Makes me sick to my stomach that he's gone. Okay, I want to look up, what I want to look up really quick is,
What's up, everybody? It's Ryan Donnelly from Ryan.
I want to look up the, so you guys can see it, the freefromhell.com. It's pretty cool. And they have stuff to help people, free from hell. Here it is, free from hell, Ryan. My pause symptoms. Well, you guys, heroin withdrawal day 2. See, people would post their stories and stuff as they're going through it. And anyways, he came up with something that would help the addictions, help the withdrawals. And it has, all different kinds of stuff in it, to help you get through the addiction or get through the withdrawal. And so that's what he did. Pretty cool. Why is this not going back to, oh, whatever. Anyway, you guys, that makes me so sad because like I said, he helped me. He really helped me by talking to me. Yeah, Coffee. You did it though. Good for you. I'm proud of you. Anyone, Vape King, you too. Anyone who's kicked that, you know, I know I'll never go back because I always told myself if I could ever get through the withdrawal part of it, I don't even know where it came out of. You know, the stupid doctors. One of the doctors I had, you guys, was a freaking drug dealer. Like they ended up finding he had like a couple mil stored at his house, $2 million stored at his house. He had tons of money stored in the safe at his office. He, you know, the guy ended up going to prison for tax evasion or something like that. It had to do with the money, but really because they thought he was a legal drug dealer. On Google is where it said hold power and volume at the same time first. Yeah, that's what I would think, Vape King. I think you're right, but for some reason, it didn't work. It goes to power off, restart. There's got to be a way to damn screenshot. I'll have to try to Google it. Yeah, Rainy Bows. Your daughter's still doing good though, right, Rainy Bows? All right, guys, I think I'm going to pop on out of here. How do you change the volume? This button, the big button.
I don't know what to say. I'm hurt. I'm hurt.
Wait.
I thought, listen, man's going.
Wait. MFW's channel's gone? Stop it. You guys, her channel's gone. Okay, so the big button and the one that gave you those options. No, that was just on the screen. Oh, she made it private? Okay. All right, you guys. Thanks for letting me know that, Jenny Angel. Okay, tomorrow, peace, snacks, and gossip. Okay, Dee, what should we gossip about? You got to leave some comments with some ideas. I don't know. What should we gossip about? Good night, Vape King. You've come in here one other time, I remember. But thanks for hanging with us. Drama Stars and Miss Effing Wonderful. Miss Effing Wonderful. Oh, okay, so Miss Wonderful is not there. Okay. So, good night, Picker. Have a great night, everyone. Good night, Coffee. Miss Effing Wonderful's not. I don't know. All right. Yeah, it was a long time ago, but thanks for coming back. Miss Effing Understood. Okay. D. Well, we can talk about that. Good night, Cinnamon. All right. God bless you guys. Sweet dreams. Sleep with the angels. And I have a crown, babies. Okay. Love you. Love you guys. Bye. Love you, Robert. Annie, you guys, thank you for being amazing mods. I love everybody. Good night, everybody. And if anyone's going through anyone's going through a hard time, we'll be praying for you. Just you gotta let me know. Okay. Ciao. Oh, bye. Bye, Jenny. Bye, Dee. Bye, everyone. Good night, Picker. And Rainy Bows and Jenny Joe and Coffee. Who else? Sean and Vape King and Dee. I think I got all you guys. I haven't seen anyone else for a while. Okay, bye.